All right, all right, all right. Here we are again. Hey, everybody, this is Cubieverse here,
Hey, it's Cubieverse.
and welcome to Hunter's Lodge 15. Before we get started, one very important message for everybody. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Did I do it correctly? Okay, all right. Let me stop this for a second. Okay. All right, let's get to it. Hunter Lodge 15. What we will cover today, we will cover what's coming next week and what is coming next month. So we have a list of game improvements, QB staffing tweaks, green user vaults, more about the Explorer leaderboards, and the next batch of tutorials are going to be in the game next week. And next month we are going to have a new epic QB shop drop on St. Patrick's Day and a mini Eastern event. All right. So coming next week, most likely it's I would guess it's going to be mid next week, latest by Thursday. It will be the server upgrade will happen. All right, so we have several game improvements. We will have a fresh OSM sync. We also added a new batch of walking tracking improvements. So again, people who used to struggle with walking tracking, if they see an improvement, please let us know. It's also important that we get feedback when things improve, so we can even improve even more, right? So if you see an improvement, please let us know. If you see that it's got worse, also make a ticket. Now we already had Google login for Android users. Now iOS users can use both Apple login and Google login to either create an account for new players or to log in with an existing account for existing players, which means we now have a one-click login system that works for all users, both Android and iOS. Yeah, we will also have a new in-game broadcasting system. Our old one with the envelopes is really bad at especially doing things like announcing server downtime. You know, you would get an envelope when the server downtime was already happened and things like that. So that's not going to happen anymore with the new in-game broadcasting system, so, which should also go live next week. And we also made a big breakthrough on performance improvements on lower end phones. So if you have a lower end phone and your game started glitching out, this new update might fix that for some phones. So again, if it did fix it for you, it would be very helpful that you send the support ticket a message about this so they know that it's fixed for you. So those are several game improvements coming next week. What else is coming next week? Let's take a look. All right, we're going to make some tweaks to how QB staffing works. User votes will now, so user votes already did not have any requirement in terms of class, element, and affinity. They were, you could use any QB for them, but however, we are going to give them a rarity requirement. It was always the plan, it just wasn't ready yet when we launched Cubieverse. So the way it's going to work is you have to staff a common QB in a white vault, a rare QB in a blue user vault, and a epic QB in a green user vault. So that is pretty logical. All right, and so then we have to talk about green user vaults, of course, and they are finally coming to the Cubieverse. So all players will now be able to build their own green user vault. So let's take a look at the details. The base cost for green user vault is 5,000 crystal keys. Compatible tag is a green parks and nature tag that has the subtitle name outdoor leisure space. So if you see outdoor leisure space on a tag detail panel, that tag will be compatible for you to build a green user vault on, as long as it's not too close to something else, etc. Green user vaults can drop the usual things. They drop resin, cubic coins, a lot of cubic coins, a lot of chromatic paint, and they have a very small chance to drop the chromatic QB blueprint if you have a perfect answer. But this we already all know. Every player gets to build one green user vault, regardless how many you claimed in Coin's World. But if you have already claimed green user votes in the past in Coined World, then those green user votes will now automatically all go into the ribbon cutting stage. So you will have to go visit all of them because you need to cut the ribbon, and then of course you need to actually assign staff a QB to that green user vote. And of course, they give 5% key kickback to the owner. Now, what else? The build requirements. These are the build requirements for a green user vault. It requires a blue user vault level 10. You need to stamp the blueprint with 3 unique stamps, 10 meters from any other structure. So you can build them very close to like any other structure. But you have to be 3,000 meters from any green user vault. And the base build time is 15 days. And the build quest chain looks like this. You need 10k green paint, 10k red, 10k purple, and 350k resin. Okay. What else? Let's talk about some new functionality for the green user vaults. First of all, the green user vaults will be, from starting next week, they will be immediately upgradable, which will increase the power level. Again, power level is a combination of the QB level that you staffed in it, plus the level of the vault. So you'll be able to level up a green user vault all the way to level 10. So if you put a level 10 epic in a level 10 green user vault, it will give 20% more QB coins. The second thing that green user vaults will do, they will also, just like the yellow vaults are already doing, every first time you solve a green user vault, you will get 10 explorer points. So if you're somebody who's really into the exploring aspect of the Cubieverse, you like to travel, you like to visit new places, you know, to meet up with other hunters in other cities, then this is a great way to start climbing the all-time explorer leaderboards. And then the third thing that green user vault will have, but this is coming in Q2, this is currently in the design stage, is it's going to unlock really cool QB quests. So I can't talk too much about it yet because it's too far off, but in a future Hunter Lodge, we will spill all the beans on the QB quests. Okay, so that's green user vaults. Let's talk about the Explorer leaderboard rewards. So here we wanted to do a little bit of a different reward style. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to have a monthly reward cycle for leaderboard because for Explorer, because Explorer takes time. It's more of something you do over a long period of time. So what we want to do is when we hit our 1-year anniversary of the Cubieverse, we're going to look at the global all-time Explorer, and the top 100 in that leaderboard will all receive an epic achievement QB, which will be the Explorer QB. So yeah, let's see what happens on the Explorer boards. I'm super excited about this. And of course, over time, we will add more ways to gain Explorer points with different structures that are currently still in the design phase. Okay, hold on. What happened here? Okay.
There'll be more stuff coming with other leaderboards in the future. So this is just now that we're making the green user vault change and people are going to get Explorer points for it, it seemed like a good idea to announce the leaderboard reward for Explorers.
Yes. We also added another set of tutorials to the game. So these activate when the first tutorial that was already in the game ends. Then now you get an instant next follow-up quest line that will help you and guide the players through upgrading their HQ from 1 all the way to level 5. So the game does a much better job now of hand-holding the players in the very early stages of the game. And in the first couple of weeks of playing, all new players always have like an immediate goal on their screen, and they know what they're working towards. And then another small tweak we made, it used to be that you would unlock the shop at HQ level 2. At HQ level 3, we moved that to HQ level 2 now. Which will come in handy because we are expecting to have more shop drops coming soon. Okay, that's tutorials. So let's now take a look at what's coming next month. First of all, one of the coolest experiences you can have in Cubieverse is of course the Hawaii volcano monument, and sadly it was offline for a while because we had to retest it for Cubieverse, but we have done that and it's going to be back online on March 4th. The ticket chief will be back in action, and also all players who already completed the Hawaii volcano monument, they will receive 1,000 explorer points for completing the monument, and they will receive 1,000 experience points for completing the monument. However, if you want to grab that 1,000 experience points, you need to equip one of the Tiki Warriors on March 4th. Because obviously the XP in a normal situation would automatically go to a Tiki Warrior that you had equipped for doing the volcano quest. So make sure if you already completed it that you pick one of your Tiki Cubies, not a chief, a Tiki Cubie, and that one will get 1,000 experience points. If you have any other Cubie selected, you will not get the experience points. Okay, also coming next month, we will have a new epic shop drop. A new epic QB blueprint will be released in the shop. It's the first epic QB blueprint in the shop. No, it's not. Yeah, blueprint, yes, in Cubieverse. I was thinking about Dr. Forrester, but that was an achievement QB. So let's take a look what it is. It is the biggest party animal in the Cubieverse. It's the St. Patrick's Day QB. So this, I like this one. I definitely have to get it.
Yeah, you guys will like the animation. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, this is an epic blueprint. Easy to print because it's a shop epic, so it's only requiring paint. It will be available for 24 hours, starting on March 17, 0 UTC, and there's only a supply of 500 blueprints because it's epic, and we are selling it for 250k cubic coins in the shop. So keep an eye out on the shop, and if you really want it, then yeah, you're gonna need to grind some cubic coins to get it. All right, let's talk about the rabbit correction. We kind of goofed up with the rabbit. Our Chinese New Year rabbit came out like an Easter bunny, and let's correct this. Let's correct this by redesigning the Chinese New Year rabbit so it actually looks like it belongs there, and we're going to use the one that already looks like an Easter bunny. We're going to use that for a new mini event coming in Easter. So how is this going to work? We're going to go through it step by step, okay? Step one is everybody will have this blueprint in their inventory. It will turn into this one. But all the printed rabbits you already have, those will stay like this. So your actual QB won't change, but your blueprint will change. Of course, if you then use this changed blueprint to print with the new if you then use this changed blueprint to print the QB, it will print out the new one. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Here it is, step 2. The new blueprint will print the new Chinese New Year rabbit QB. This one fits a lot better with the theme, I think, right?
Yep, I like it.
Then step 3 is we're going to do a mini Easter event. And during this event, you will be able to re-obtain this blueprint, which then prints this guy, obviously. So let's talk about this mini event. It's going to be a 48-hour event starting March 31st, midnight UTC, going to April 2nd. And all white vaults will drop a new common resource, eggs. All blue vaults will be replaced with Easter eggs. So it's in essence an Easter egg hunt. You need to go out and look for the Easter eggs on the map. And if you interact with those, you will be asked Easter themed trivia. And those, if you get them right, you will drop the new rare resource, which is carrots. And then also these Easter eggs will, each time you solve them, have a 25% chance to drop the new, the Easter Bunny QB.
The new/old Easter Bunny.
It's a little confusing, but once we get past it, it will all make sense. Okay, so that's the Easter mini event coming next month. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, like when you get the old Chinese New Year's when your Chinese New Year's rabbit blueprint is modified, the recipe will stay the same to print the Chinese New Year themed rabbit.
Yeah, that will stay 500 red envelopes. Yeah. But this one, since this new one here, the Easter is actually a rare. So this one will have a new recipe which has 1,000 eggs and 500 carrots. Yeah.
So yeah, if you've already printed the Easter egg or the Easter bunny, I would wait for this change before printing more of the Chinese New Year rabbits.
Yeah. And so what's going to happen is after the change happens, you can print both and you will get first print XP from both again. So you will, but one is a common and one is a rare. So keep that in mind. So the after the change, if you print the yellow rabbit, the Easter bunny again, you will get more experience points because it's now a rare. But the new Chinese New Year rabbit blueprint will give you the common experience points. So that's the Easter mini event coming end of next month. Okay, and that's all we have for today, except that the next Hunter's Lodge is going to be very soon. It's going to be at the day when we start the Easter mini events. So then we will have Hunter's Lodge 16, Sunday, March 31st, 11 a.m. PST. So as you can see, we're running the Hunter Lodges with they are smaller each, but we're running them more frequently. Okay, well, let's do something else. We did something last time and people really liked it. So let's do it again. Let's have a battle of the ornaments. Right now, equip one of these 4 cubies right now. And after the Q&A, we're going to spin the wheel. And whoever guessed the right ornament cubie will get 50,000 resin. But everybody else, if you wore at least one of the 4 cubies, you will still receive 5k resin. Let's spin it. Not yet.
All right, I got the Jolly Sparkle.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do it right now so I don't forget. Let's see. I only have one, so I don't have a choice. I just have to hope that guy wins. Let's see which one I have. I wanted the round one, but I never got it. Oh, I have the most ugly one of them all. I have the Merry Stripe. Damn it. Okay. Okay. I am ready. Okay, so that is the Battle of the Ornaments. We're going to do spin the wheel after the Q&A. And talking about Q&A, you can submit your questions here right now. We'll have a 10-minute break. We'll come back to the Q&A. Then we'll spin the wheel, and that's it. All right, see you guys in 10 minutes.
All right. See you, everyone.
Test, test.
And we are back. Hey, Leppy.
Hello. Okay, welcome back to the Hunter's Lodge Q&A. Just a reminder for everybody, we are doing an ornament QB battle at the end of the Q&A. You should equip your ornament QB now, and we will take a snapshot at the end of the Q&A. So our first question is from WTF Tuma. He asks, will cutting the ribbon on a GUV reward builder points?
Um, Only on a one that you just built with the Cubieverse build system. If you go cut a ribbon on a legacy green vault, one that got claimed in the old system, you will not get builder points for that because you didn't build it. You just claimed it.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Makiki Tiki. What happens to unstaffed user vaults?
Uh, I think he means unstaffed claimed green user vaults, so they go into ribbon cutting mode. So you'll have to go there to cut the ribbon and staff it.
Okay, what about for the user vaults that are currently staffed with, say you have a blue user vault and it's staffed with a common QB? What happens to those guys?
Yeah, so if your current staffed cube is incompatible with the new staffing requirements, it will get returned to your mailroom in your HQ with a message where it came from. So then you have to go back and put a correct cube in.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from CMC Chunk. Will there be a change to the Keyforge system, making multiple blue, green, or yellow, etc., with one click?
I love this question because every Hunter's Lodge Q&A we have it. 15 going a 15 streak, and the streak might be broken very soon. That's all I can say, but you will be surprised. It will be broken soon.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Adhu9. Will yellow vaults give more explorer points than greens? Example,
Oh
100
yeah,
for yellow and 10 for green.
it's way more. It's 10 for green and 1,000 for yellow.
Okay, that is good to hear. Are you sure about that number? Because that sounds like the same number as the Hawaii volcano quest, which is 1,000.
Let me now. We have to make me check it here again in 1 second.
I
Good,
just want us to be
good
accurate.
catch, Leppy.
Yeah,
Good catch.
let me. Um, all right. Monument is 1,000. Uh, Green user vault is 10.
Mhm.
Oh, you're right, Leppy. Yellow vault is 100.
So Adhu9's suggestion is correct. It will be 100 explorer points for a yellow vault. Okay, our next question is, does a GUV need to be built 3,000 meters away from legacy GUVs as well as new GUVs?
Yes, and look, the reason why the range is high is because we added the ability to build green user vaults to the game specifically for players who do not have a green user vault in their city or have to drive half an hour to get to green user vault. Since green user vaults are important in many aspects of the game, they do certain things that other vaults can't do. These players were being held back, especially with the building and getting chromatic paint. So the players who have no green vaults in anywhere around them will be able to start building them. Cities who already have 8, 10, 20 green user vaults, they will just need to find a spot where there's still space available or just extend out from the city center.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from Marvin's house. With the new GUV system, will we be able to move GUVs to a corresponding tag before we cut the ribbon? Please say yes.
No, no, we can't do that because that's not how the new system works. However, you can always request a nudge with the support team. So if your green user vault is currently on a bad location, make a case for why you think it's a bad location. Make a case to the support team, and if your case is good, they might nudge it for you.
So just to clarify, for a new GUV, one that is being built in Cubieverse, they build on an outdoor leisure space tag and then they can nudge it.
Yeah, you can nudge any structure if you have make a case for why it's positioned poorly.
Okay, thank you. From Zambo, are there any plans to make footballs and red lays more abundant? There's no sense in buying randomizers from the shop without the necessary resources.
Um, Besides from making sure we put enough of them in the adventure road, I don't think there are any plans.
Okay, thank you.
Footballs, however, become available once a year where you can farm them during the 4th of July event. And red
We're
lace
talking
with
about
Oh, I
soccer
think they meant
balls.
footballs by soccer balls because they might
soccer
be
balls.
American.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait until the next World Cup. And then you
Next World
farm
Cup. Oh
ton of
my.
soccer balls.
Oh me, oh my. Okay.
We probably won't wait that long. We'll figure something out. But yeah, but this is why participation in events matters because sometimes these even the common and rare drops don't come back all that often.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. And our next question is from Andy, the RBG. This is probably not a question that either of you can answer, but I think we can speak to it. He asks, on the Cubieverse map, it's not possible to place the sushi structure. Is there any solution? And for Andy, the owner of Cubieverse map will put the sushi structure into the map soon. They're a supportive player, but they are not actually a titanium toaster, and so we don't own the map. Okay. Our next question is from Jybone. It would really improve our quality of life to have reset timers be standardized for Trade Shacks and Sushi Quests. Can we move to something like what was done for the Trade Shacks after Christmas, which was a 2 days plus time until next reset, or count 3 resets, reset on the third reset?
We are currently looking at all the reset timers in the game for everything, and we're gonna uniform them. So we will. Maybe it will be ready for Hunter 16. I'm trying, but it might be the one after that. But it will definitely be inside 16 or 17. We're going to fix that issue.
Okay,
We
so
all like uniformity in timers.
okay,
Yeah,
so the
nobody likes
drift
personal
will
time,
go
so
away. That's
it
what
will
I'm
go
hearing.
away. Yeah, but it will go away.
Thank you so much. Our next question is from Snatchmaster XL. Will the United States ever see resin trees?
Yes, we have a plan for resin trees, but it's yeah, not coming in the next Hunter Lodge.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is from DJ02. Will more sushi structure blueprints be coming to the shop?
Yes, next week.
Woohoo!
USA is
Ooh,
already sold out, right?
that's some beans.
Well, it's already sold out, so I didn't think they were
Okay.
gonna go this fast. It's not easy to start building a sushi structure. You need to have a lot of prerequisites and everything. So the fact that we sold all of them already is quite a surprise to me. But
I
we
love
will
sushi
restock
restaurants.
USA.
I'll go to a bunch of sushi structures. So
Let's do that.
if you
Awesome.
build it, I might be there.
Awesome. Okay, our next question is the current state of builder mode is too complicated and not intuitive. When can we expect builder mode quality of life improvements?
Just as you can see with our regular cadence of upgrades, over time we will add more and more polish to everything in the game, and especially builder mode. I know for a fact there's like 3, 4 different projects going on right now that are in the design phase to help with the quality of life of builder mode. Especially, I think one of them is that, which I can already talk about because I think it's pretty much complete design-wise, which is if you look at any tag, it will give you a list of these are all the structures that are compatible with it. So you don't have to worry, is this if I build a wide user vault here, is it going to be with the goal of eventually putting a trade check here? Is this far enough from the other trade check? You won't have to worry about that. The tag will tell you that no, there is another trade check too close.
That is so cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Zenny ABC. Will players earn the same builder points for cutting the ribbon on green vaults from Coin Hunt or from Coin Hunt World as they will from cutting the ribbon on fresh GUVs in Cubieverse?
Yeah, that one already answered. So the claimed green user vault will not give you builder points because you didn't build them. You just bought them.
Okay, thank you. Our next
But
question.
visiting them
Oh,
will give you explore points.
Yeah.
that is correct. Our next question is: will the Epic Shop drop keep returning until all 500 blueprints are sold out?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, just like in the past, there's no real like cadence to it. So It
It's a
might
St.
be, it
Patrick's
could be
Day,
like 6 months, it could be a year. I
but
don't,
it's
yeah,
St.
or
Patrick's Day.
Yearly, yeah.
we might have a new St. Patrick's Day epic next year. So
Okay, fair enough.
Whoa, whoa. Well, if we sell out in the first batch, if we sell out 500 in 48 hours, then we'll force to make a new one next year. So there we go.
Okay. Our next question is one moment, please. Our next question is from Motive Bone. As of today, I can have a level 10 blue vault on a sushi tag. When will you restock the sushi restaurant in the shop? Okay, so this has
Next week.
just been answered. It will be next week.
Yeah.
Our next question is will all green user vaults reset to be to give explorer points on the first solve?
Yes, yes, yes. So a vault that you already solved 100 times last month. It's going to be once this patch happens. After that, the first time solve will give you.
yeah, which if you think about it makes sense because now it's going to get staffed. It's going to be slightly better than it was before. So we'll give new points for it. I'm gonna throw in Nelak's question, which is if some if crypto BPs are going to come back with the new all-time highs, and hell yeah, they are. So if ETH and Bitcoin hit new all-time highs, we're going to put those blueprints back.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been waiting a long time for them.
Yeah. In fact, we might. I mean, if I shouldn't swear, but if it goes really high, we might have to build new blueprints. So
Yeah, I like
we're gonna
that.
build some new cubies.
Okay, that's exciting. Our next question is do current user vaults become inoperable until they are restaffed with an appropriate rarity class QB? And that's from
Yeah,
Lionheart.
it will be like there is no, well, since we are going to send the QB that's currently in it back to your mailroom, the it will act like a user vault that has no QB staffed in it, so it will be deactivated until you go there and put the correct QB in.
Thank you. Our next question is from Boot Scooting Boogie. Will the Hawaii events happen this year? My turtle and seal are wanting the spotlight.
Yes, I wanna do a mini Hawaii event, and I'm trying to fit it in the schedule, but sometimes I promise things and then we can't make them for a variety of reasons. So I'm a little apprehensive of promising it, but I really want to make it happen
I,
somewhere
I
in May.
do I do want to say this, like Hawaii exists year round. So it's not like we only have to do it in May. So, like Hawaii's gonna be there in November, December, whenever we can do the event, Hawaii will be there. So I think we want to do one, and they're always fun. We'll find the time to do it. We just don't know when yet.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is for those new players who did not participate in last year's Hawaii, is there any benefit for the March 4th event this year? Kind of an odd question.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
I don't.
think he means like when we're launching the monument. The
Oh,
monument is
okay.
going to be there permanently. So what you need is a tiki. You need a tiki warrior, and I think those are still in the shop, right?
Yeah, and
So
you need eight other. You need to go to Hawaii with 8 other players, so a team of 9, each equipped with a unique Tiki warrior from the same tribe, and all climb the volcano together, and then all at the same time interact with the chief, and then you will get do you complete the monument. So it's a very crazy game mechanic, but it's super cool, and that's the only way to get the ticket chief
yeah.
blueprint. Yeah.
And the wiki does a really good job of covering like how this works, but also you can go back and find some actually really fun live streams that people have done that are posted on YouTube. So like I know Ladies of the Hunt did one, which was pretty awesome. Several other players have posted, how they accomplished the monument. So good luck to anyone who's going to do it. And if you're going to do it, make sure you post about it and record some of it. We love watching that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Um, from Serious Red, if our green user vault already has an epic QB staffing it, or a blue user vault with a rare or a white with a common, do we still need to go to them and restaff them or cut the ribbon?
Mm, good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll find out, or I'll ask. But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Um, and then our last question is, what is the class and elements of the new Epic Shop Drop QB?
Okay, let me look it up.
Oh yeah, we're almost at the end of the Q&A, guys. So if you haven't equipped your Ornament QB, make sure you do it.
Wait, what am I looking up?
You
I
are
forgot.
looking up the class and elements of the St. Patrick's Day
Okay,
Epic
got it.
QB.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you all the details. Okay, the St. Patrick's Day QB will be, the formula is 2000 green paint, 1000 yellow paint, 500 purple paint, 10,000 resin. It's the Epic QB. The class is transporter and the element is color.
Okay, thank you. And that's the end of our questions. So the time is 11:46 for our snapshot, if you want to write that down. And if you'll switch to my screen here, we are going to do the wheel spin.
Okay, so everybody make sure you have, you had the QB, one of these Christmas ornament QB randomizer
Yeah.
QBs.
And make sure you got Jolly Sparkle because that's the best one.
No, it's not. Which one is mine called? The second one? Lepi, do you know?
I'm sorry?
Which one is the one that I'm selected called?
I
The
think
second
you have Mary Stripe. You
Mary Stripe.
called it the ugliest one.
Yes. Or yes, because it is. Go Mary Stripe! Okay, let's switch over to the wheel. Okay, hold on, Lepi. Drum roll. Go.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, Jolly Sparkle.
Mary Stripe. Mary Stripe. Mary Stripe. Yeah. Oh! Do it.
All right. So that will be Mary Stripe QBs win the
That's
spin
rigged,
wheel battle.
man.
And the other ornament QBs will get a consolation prize.
50,000 resin, just what I needed. Love it.
All right, and that's the end of our Q&A.
All right, thank you everybody. So don't forget, it's 4 weeks from now we have Hunter's Lot 16, and I'll give you a small sneak preview for Hunter's Lot 16. There we go. So we get to see, but there will be some cool stuff in the next one. See you all later. Bye everybody.
Enhance. Someone take a screenshot and enhance.